Hello, everyone. Welcome to those of you just joining. We'll be getting started in about 1 minute. Welcome to those of you just joining us. We'll be getting started with this live Q&A shortly. Welcome to those of you just joining us. We'll be getting started in about 30 seconds. Welcome, everyone. We'll be getting started shortly. Okay, hello and welcome to this live Q&A about the Island Innovation Awards. My name is James Ellsmoor. I'm the Director of Island Innovation, and I'm joined here by Bekah Curtis-Heald from the Clinton Global Initiative, who have partnered with us to run these awards. Island Innovation is a global network of island communities working on sustainable development issues from the North Arctic to the Caribbean to the Pacific and beyond. And we work to bring these awards together as a way to recognize some of the less acknowledged projects happening in island communities that deserve some recognition and also have the potential to be replicated on a wider scale through other island communities to ultimately benefit the sustainability for islands across the world and build stronger connections. I'll hand over Bekah now just to introduce herself and say a little bit about why the Clinton Global Initiative has partnered on this project.
Thank you so much, James, and the Island Innovation team for having me today. So we're really excited to be partnering on these awards. And for those of you who may not be familiar with CGI, the Clinton Global Initiative is an initiative of the Clinton Foundation, founded by President Clinton in 2005 to really bring private sector, public sector, and nonprofits together to create solutions to pressing environmental and social challenges across the world. And so we work with organizations to support projects that we call commitments to action, which are basically just new projects that address an issue in many different social and environmental areas. And for the past 4 years, our program has really been primarily focused in the Caribbean region. So we have seen firsthand kind of how island communities are on the front lines of climate change, and not only are being most impacted, but are really pioneering the solutions that the rest of the world is going to need to adopt in the coming years. So we're really thrilled to be able to play a role in highlighting some amazing projects from islands around the world, not just in the Caribbean, and hopefully showcasing these types of solutions. So really excited for everyone's applications.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Bekah, for being here and for supporting this. So the deadline is coming up soon, Tuesday, February 15th. So a little under 2 weeks now for applications. I know there's plenty of people out there looking at finalizing their applications to submit them. Maybe a few people who are now just hearing about it. You still have time to put an application together. If you are interested, you can go to our website, islandinnovation.co, and find the link for the awards page. And there are nominations available for the 12 different categories that are open. So there are 4 categories open for individuals: Future Island Leader, Island Innovator, Women in SDGs, and the Most Impactful Island Innovation Ambassador, which is not open to nominations. That's part of one of our internal programs. There are 4 awards open for projects: Sustainable Energy, Most Resilient Island, COVID-19 Response, and the Blue Economy Initiative. And then there are 4 open to awards: Sustainable Company of the Year, Most Transformational Government Sustainability Initiative, the Green Finance and Investment Award, and the Innovative Island Research Award. So quite a wide range of different categories, and a big range of organizations that are looking at applying, from obviously individuals, NGOs, academia, the private sector, and governments. For those of you watching on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, please do type comments there, as we'll be able to take those comments or questions and answer those shortly. And for those of you joining here in the Zoom, please do type in the Q&A if you have any specific questions that you'd like us to address or that come up during this discussion. I guess one of the questions that we've had a lot is why an organization should apply for these awards. There's a number of reasons. There are no monetary compensation for the awards, but there are a wider range of other reasons. So Bekah, maybe you want to cover that question a little bit on why you think individuals or organizations should look at applying for these awards.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's a couple of reasons that you have highlighted on the Island Innovation website that really stick out to me. First, I think is just recognition and visibility for different projects. As you said, these are often, there's so many underfunded or sort of overlooked projects happening that are really incredible. And I think this is an amazing platform for people to get their ideas out there and to be able to share them with a network of like-minded people around the world. And I think, as I mentioned at CGI, we've really seen the power of when people share the approaches they're taking in their work, with a network, and the opportunities that can come from that. So I think that's a big one for me. And then, of course, the feedback that applicants can get from our panel of judges, which is very just an incredible array of experts from different sectors across the world, different regions, different islands. So I think that's an incredible opportunity as well to just get feedback from that judge panel. And then third, I think the opportunity that you all now have as a nominator for the Earthshot Prize is obviously a really unique and incredible opportunity for potential winners to have the possibility of being nominated for that prize too.
Absolutely, thanks, Bekah. So the Earthshot Prize, there are 5 different categories that fall within the Earthshot Prize, and finalists and winners of the Island Innovation Awards that fit into those categories may also be put forward for the Earthshot Prize. And only nominating organizations like Island Innovation can put organizations forward for the Earthshot Prize. It's not something that's open for applications. So that is important, as the Earthshot Prize has 5 £1 million prizes available to the winners within those categories fitting in. So worth keeping that in mind. But also, as Bekah said, the recognition, the visibility, and the feedback and connections that not just the winners of each of the 12 categories, but finalists also will have access to through the Island Innovation Network will be an important part of this. I'm now going to play a quick video to complement what Bekah was saying by President Bill Clinton that we launched the awards with late last year, just to give a bit more background on the program. So if you just give me a second, I'm going to now share screen and put that video over.
Is part of its mission to help island communities create sustainable, resilient futures. The Clinton Global Initiative Action Network on Post-Disaster Recovery is proud to partner on the inaugural Island Innovation Awards, which will recognize individuals and organizations creating positive change for island communities around the world. Like CGI, Island Innovation helps drive sustainable development across island communities by sharing innovative projects and best practices. And as a longtime member of the CDI Action Network community, Island Innovation knows the value of building partnerships across government, the private sector, and community groups to make real lasting change. Around the world, the millions of people who live on islands are on the front lines of some of the great challenges of our time, especially as it relates to climate change and the increasingly extreme natural disasters. The goal of Island Innovation Awards is to elevate the voices, the work, and the ideas of talented individuals and organizations who are pioneering solutions to these challenges in their island communities so that the rest of the world can learn from them and replicate their projects. Individuals living across island communities will have the opportunity to apply for themselves or can nominate other individuals, governments, NGOs, or communities. There are 12 categories, including Future Island Leader, Women in Leadership, Sustainable Company of the Year, and COVID-19 Response Awards, just to name a few. I hope that you'll consider either applying yourself or nominating someone doing impactful work in your community. And I look forward to seeing the efforts of this year's nominees and winners. Thanks and good luck.
Wonderful. So we have a few questions starting to come in. We'll try and address some of these as we go. And there's a few more that I have lined up that have been common questions. So we'll go to those. Please do comment or add your questions in as they come up. So one question here from Udesh that says, it took my company months to get the clearances to start a sustainable project. Can my company apply as we are about to start? So Udesh, we'll have to take that on a case-by-case basis. I'm not sure from the information that you gave me. We will be prioritizing projects that are already implemented or far along in their journey and have shown some level of results. That will be part of the judging criteria. So do keep that in mind. And if you can't apply this year, I would always encourage you to apply in the future. But even if you're in the early stages and you're able to show some tangible results, it may be worth still applying. So with the level of information that I have, it's difficult for me to give you an exact answer, but I would still encourage you to go ahead with the application if you think that you can show those results. Another question here from Vasilios, who's a deputy mayor of an island in Greece, saying that they've already applied for the awards and would like to change something on the application. So yes, you are able to do that. The easiest way to do that would be to resubmit your application if you still have all of the information. And for applications that we receive more than once, we'll take the most recently received application. So you are able to do that until the deadline. You won't be able to make changes after the awards deadline on February 15th, but up until then you can. If for any reason you're having problems with making that submission or you need to reach out, you can reach out to us directly through the contact form on the Island Innovation page. But looking forward to seeing that application and all of the applications that we're receiving. So a reminder that deadline is 5 p.m. GMT or midday EST on the 15th of February. So coming up very quickly. There will be a process with that. I should also mention that the award ceremony will be during the Island Finance Forum held on the 25th of April, that week. So keep those dates in mind that there will be an award ceremony there, but finalists will be notified before those awards, and the full timeline is on the website. So any other questions coming in? I can't see any here, or I don't know, Bekah, if there's anything else from your side that you think we should be covering.
No, I think just to highlight, I think the really exciting individuals who are on the judges panel. You know, there's so many representatives from all around the world. I would really encourage people to take a look at the page on the website because there's an incredible group that's been pulled together for this.
Absolutely, that's a really good point. The judges are from all around the world, so they're including the UN Secretary General's envoy for the oceans, Peter Thompson, the former UN High Representative for Small Island States, Fikitumoaloa Otukamanu from Tonga, who's also now the Tongan Foreign Minister, several former presidents, including Anote Tong of Kiribati and James Michel of the Seychelles, among many other fantastic judging members of the jury, I should say. So you can go to the awards website and see full bios on all of those judges listed on that site. One last thing I think that's important to highlight is we have had the question about maybe an abstract question of what counts as an island or what can I submit, and we've purposely left that open. So for example, if your organization is not necessarily based on an island, but is having impact on another island, then you would still be eligible. We're quite broad in that, and it will be taken on a case-by-case basis. But obviously priority is given to showing that the impact in whatever you're doing is being found within island communities. And where we draw the line at an island, again, is not exactly a clear line, but we've had a lot of applications from the Caribbean region, the Pacific region, and small island developing states, but also islands that are part of larger nations. So small islands off the coast of Maine, Greenland, which is a territory of Denmark, the Falkland Islands in South America, a whole range of different places that have been submitting awards. And so we want to make it clear that it's not just open to small island states or small islands necessarily. It is quite broad in that approach. And we're really excited. And I think it's going to be great to see in our finalists the diversity of islands from around the world that have been represented. So I can't see any more questions coming in which case we can leave it at that. But thank you everyone who has joined to learn some more. For those of you joining on social media to follow along. And of course, if you do have further questions that come up, you can contact us through the contact page on the Island Innovation website, and feel free to reach out with any questions that you might have. Thank you so much, and we can't wait to see your applications.